Hey guys, it's Pam, and as you can see on the screen in front of you, it is time for the 20 days of giving. Now, you may be looking at this picture and saying, wow, Pam can't do math because that is clearly 25 days. And yes, the title is a little misgiving. Misgiving, get it? However, to be consistent in years past, we are going to continue to call it the 20 days of giving. However, we will start on November the 1st. And sell through the 25th. So technically, yes, it is 25 days. So what is the 20 days of giving, you ask? Well, I have a little quiz for you. What is the 20 days of giving? Is it A, 20 days of presents from Santa Claus, B, 20 days of buying presents for your family, or C, 20 days of assisting our local food pantries by selling $5 bags of non-perishable foods? If you guessed C, you would be correct. From November the 1st through November the 25th, we will be selling our customers prepackaged bags of food. They're non-perishable foods, and they go to the local food banks. Our food banks have really come to rely on us every year for this. We sell thousands and thousands of bags, and these bags do, of course, stay in your community. So that's what the 20 days of giving is. Now, who benefits from the 20 days of giving? Is it A, the elderly? Is it B, small children? Is it C, people who have fallen on hard times? Or is it D, all of the above? Well, hopefully you said D, because it is everyone above. I don't have to tell you how bad a year 2020 has been. The elderly, for small children that are at home all the time, and a shout out to all you parents. That you amaze me. I don't know how you do it. And people who've fallen on hard times. You know, a lot of companies didn't make it through the shutdown. So a lot of people are without a job right now. So we are helping all of these people. Every time you sell a bag, you are helping these people. This is just a list of where these bags will go in our communities. This will actually be posted in your store. So your store will have a sign that says, bags sold at the Crossroads location will be given to the Princeton Salvation Army and the Tender Mercies Ministries. So you need to make sure you know where your location's bags go, because your customers will want to know the answer to that. So how can you help? Well, is it by A, doing the hokey pokey on aisle 2, B, ask every customer if they want to purchase a bag, C, ask every customer if they want their groceries taken to their car, or D, both B and C? So if you answered B, you are correct. You want to make sure you're asking every customer if they want to purchase a bag. If you answered D, both B and C, you could also be correct, because by asking every customer if they want their groceries taken to their car, you're helping the baggers win prizes. But we'll get into that in just a little bit. So why should you help? A, because it's part of your job. B, because it's an easy way to give back to your community. C, because one day you and your family might need help. Or D, all of the above. So if you guessed D, you would be correct. It is part of your job. It's like McDonald's when somebody comes to the drive-thru and they say, would you like fries with that? You're just going to ask. And if people are nasty or mean, just say, I apologize. They make me do this. Because it is an easy way to give back to your community. A lot of times you feel very helpless, especially this year, in being able to help people. And this is a way you can do it while you're at work for free. Plus, you can win prizes doing it. And then, of course, one day it might be you and your family. I always say my house is a stack of cards, and one accident, we are one accident away from needing help. So, just keep that in mind. You want to keep that karma good in your life. What is in the bag? Is it A, steak and eggs? Is it B, gummy bears and candy corn? Ugh. C, expired canned goods? Or D, none of the above? Again, if you guessed D, you are correct. It's actually non-perishable food. So it's going to be things like peanut butter. It's going to be pasta, soups, pasta sauces, things like that our food pantries need. Now, let me just explain right now. Every store will have a certain number of pre-made bags for their display. When we actually give the foods to the pantries, because it is such a large volume of food, we do it by pallets. So they may get a pallet of peanut butter. They may get a pallet of soup. I really don't know, but they do get things that they're needed, and it is not expired canned goods or anything like that. So where do the bags go? A, nowhere. This is really a scam to make money. B, local food pantries. C, Salvation Army. D, this is a trick question. So if you answered B, you would be correct. Now, we do give to the Salvation Army in Bluefield and Princeton, so C is also correct. But this is not a scam to make money. And we go to great strides to post on our Facebook page, pictures of the charities picking up. We work with WVVA to get stories done about the pantries that we're donating to, so that our customers know that this is real and that we're helping people. So when does it begin? It will begin Sunday, November the 1st, and your last day to sell is Wednesday, November the 25th. So just to review, customers purchase gift bags filled with non-perishable foods for $5. Now, these bags can be purchased on an EBT card, and you will get asked that a lot, especially at the beginning of the month. And yes, they can, because it is a food product. Bags are distributed at local food pantries throughout the 20 days. So what that means is that we don't hold on to all this food till after Thanksgiving and then, deliver it to the food pantry. That is not how it works. We just don't have room to do that. We actually have pickups weekly. So as you accumulate, your sales and you get more and more food, we order it and make sure the food banks get it. And these bags stay in your communities. And what that means is that if you buy a bag in Princeton, it's not going to go to a charity in Bluefield. If you buy a bag in Oak Hill, it's not going to go to a charity in Smithers. So these bags do stay in your community. So if you have questions, you can contact me. My cell phone number is 304-320-7014, as you can see on the screen. You may want to text me, because I'm going to tell you now, if I don't know the phone number, I do not pick up, because, phone warranty, they're going to pay off my student loans, But if you do call me, just leave a message and I will call you back. So let's talk about the employee incentives. So if you're new, we do 3 incentives every year where you can win prizes. And the 20 Days of Giving happens to be our biggest incentive that we do all year long. So we have prizes for the top performers in each store. We have a prize for the bagger who has the most takeouts in the company. We have a prize for the top 5 performers in the company per capita, and I'll explain that in a minute. We have prizes for the top 3 selling, top 3 selling stores per capita. We have a prize for the store that sells the most bags, and we have a prize for the best display of your bags. So let's just dive right into the store prizes. Now, for you guys that have been here for a while and you've been a store that has placed in the top 3, you will notice that the store prize, monetary prize, is missing. I actually did away with that because in the past couple of years, we've not been able to give a cash prize to the store so that you could divide it. And let's be honest, unless you're bland with 8, people, it doesn't work out. If you're a large store like Crossroads, that just doesn't work out for you. You have too many employees. So I did take that money away and I put it somewhere else that I'll tell you about. So now the way it will work is the number 1 store, the manager will get $200. The assistant manager, the 3rd key, and the office manager will all receive a $100 grants gift card. Now, the reason that we reward our managers in this incentive, and it's the only incentive that we really reward them, is because the 20 Days of Giving is a lot of work. And unless you've been here to see it, you won't understand until you do. But it is a lot of work between filling the bags in the beginning, keeping up with the sales, ordering the food, getting it on the truck to get to a charity. It is a lot of work. So we do want to reward our managers for that. All right. So the number 2 store in the company per capita, the manager will receive $175, and the rest of the management team will get $75 grants gift cards. And of course, the third store in the company per capita, the manager will get $150, and the rest of the management team will get a $50 grants gift card. So by per capita, what I mean is that we take the number of customers that buy things between November the 1st and the 25th in your location, and we divide the number of bags you sell, and it comes out to an average, and the 3 highest averages win prizes. Basically what that means is the more people asking in your store, the more employees you have asking, the more you're going to sell, and that's how you win. So the top store that sells the most bags, and I will tell you, it is a very tight race always between Crossroads, Bluewell, Princeton. They kill it. And I'm just gonna shout out to Green Valley. Man, they held their own last year too. The top store that sells the most bags will also win. Their manager will get $200, and the rest of the management team will get a $100 gift card. So the manager of the winning store will also receive the coveted Golden Gobbler. As you can see in these pictures, they are hideous, and they will stay in your store for a year. And it's something to be proud of, and the customers will ask when it disappears what happened to their Golden Gobbler. So that's something the managers like to win. So we also have prizes for the top performers per store. Now again, this is the only incentive where you have an opportunity to win, and the only people you're competing with are your coworkers. So the top salesperson in each store will receive a $50 grants gift card. They have to have sold at least 100 bags. So if you have a store that doesn't sell a lot of bags, and the top salesperson only sold 50, they're not going to get a $50 grants gift card. They have to have sold at least 100 bags. The number 2 salesperson in each store must have sold at least 75 bags. They will receive a $25 grants gift card. And the number 3 person in each store must have sold at least 50 bags, and they will get a $10 grants gift card. The top performers in the company. So the top salesperson in the company, again, they must have sold at least 100 bags. They will receive a $150 grants gift card. And that is on top of the gift card they won for being the top salesperson in their store. And again, this is always a tight race too. The number 2 person in the company will get a $100 grants gift card. The third top person in the company will get a $75 grants gift card. And 4th and 5th will get a $50 grants gift card. So the first cashier to sell 100 bags will win a $100 grants gift card. Now this usually takes a couple of days, but when it happens, you guys are within hours of each other. So office, whoever is on duty at the time, when you have a cashier that hits 100 bags, count their receipts, verify they have 100, and then text me immediately. And I say text so I have it in writing, and I have it time stamped, so I can get it to Ron and we can get it announced. So again, first cashier that sells 100 bags will win a $100 grants gift card. Baggers, we have prizes for you too. So the bagger with the most takeouts in the company will win a $100 grants gift card. If you're cross-trained and you do both, like you can be on the register and you can you take out groceries, because a lot of stores do that. You can put all your receipts together, which I'll explain in a minute, and count those towards prizes. But the top bagger in the company is really just for a strictly bagger employee. Store goals. Any store that hits their goal will win lunch for their team, and any store that sells 15% more than their goal will win a Chick-fil-A lunch. I know you guys miss the cookouts, but given the pandemic, we really just can't do that right now. I don't know that we'll ever be able to do it again. So we're sticking with Chick-fil-A lunch because you guys seem to really like that. Let's look at your goals. So your goal this year is whatever you sold last year. So if you sell the same amount of bags this year, you'll win a lunch, just a general lunch for your store. If you sell 10% more, then you're going to win a Chick-fil-A lunch. And I think I had the slide before that, I think said 15%, but it's 10%. So you can kind of see what your store goals are. I'm not going to go over that, but you will receive a poster at your store that has the goals on it, and then like a thermometer so you can like color in your cells as you go. So the store that has the best display of their bags will also win a Chick-fil-A lunch. We have 2 judges from corporate, Kathy and Wes, who check out the pictures and pick their favorite. And then, of course, Ron gets his favorite display, and they will also win a Chick-fil-A lunch. As you can see, this was one of last year's winners. This is Oak Hill. Now, this isn't the best picture, but on the outside of their windows, somebody did a great job of drawing. You see the kid with their little wagon full of food, and they actually say, are you going to donate? And they name their 2 charities, which is Warm Hands, Warm Hearts, and the Lewis Center. So they, as you can see, one of the reasons the judges really liked this was because they were asking for the business. They were telling where the bags went to. Another winner last year was Smithers, and man, I think this was Smithers' first 20 days of giving. I might be wrong, but I think it was their first one. They did an awesome job. And they put a lot of work into their display because, as you can see, you got the Indians and you've got, a pilgrim. They have the faces of 2 of the owners and their district manager. But up at the top, it says, please donate. So they're putting out there, please donate. So that is what the judges are looking for. So here's the new addition. This is what I did with the money from the top stores. I put it in what is going to be called Grants Cash. So for every 25 bags a cashier sells and or 25 carryouts a bagger completes, they will receive $5 in Grants Cash that can be used for purchases of Grants apparel. Meaning that you will win money and, you can give it back to me and purchase a sweatshirt, t-shirts, whatever we have available at the time. Now, you can only win up to $50. And the reason that I say that is because when I went back and looked at some of the top salespeople, they would have won like $1,000 in Grants Cash. It was insane. And, they'd be like, Oprah, a t-shirt for you, a t-shirt for you. So you can win up to $50, but I think that's really great. You can, get some Grants wear, and then you don't have to worry about what to wear to work. In addition, for every 25 bags a cashier sells and or every 25 carryouts a bagger completes, the employer's name or employee's name will go in a drawing for a large variety of gift cards and prizes. So I do have 40 $20 gift cards to give away. And then I have about 15 random prizes from Mrs. Martin's Closet. So a lot of people will win. And again, that's for every 25 bags that you sell, or for every 25 carryouts, your name goes into the drawing that many times. And then again, don't forget about the Grants Cash. So ask every customer every time. That's how you're going to sell. This isn't really optional. It is part of your job. Ask everyone, including owners. Let me tell you, make sure you ask the owners when they come through your line, because when you don't, I hear about it. Plus, they'll buy. Make sure you're asking employees. You know, the meat department's going to really enjoy that Chick-fil-A meal too when you win it. Make sure they pay for it. When you have people who come in 2 or 3 times a day, continue to ask them, and then if they get nasty, you'll know who they are. Don't ask, but you need to ask until they get nasty. And again, if somebody is rude to you, just say, I'm so sorry they made me ask, and go on. Don't let it ruin your day. The PLU is 5151, and trust me, after 20 days of giving, you will never forget that PLU. If you work in the office, I need you to do an item movement each day and email me the results, or take a picture of your item movement and text it to me. But I need this information every day by 10 o'clock. Get some Ziploc bags, give them out to employees to keep up with their receipts, and have cashiers and baggers use tally cards to keep up with their sales. That'll be in your kit that I'll be sending you. Oops, went the wrong direction. That I'll be sending you, and that just makes it easier for everybody when it comes time to divvy out Grants Cash and to divvy out put the names in the drawing. Just a few reminders. You're not supposed to ring up your family members. So if you do have a family member comes in and they want to buy bags and they want you to get the credit for it, let somebody know what you're doing so it doesn't look, sketchy. Cashiers, how you keep up with your sales. You print an additional receipt when you make a sale. If you don't know how to do that, ask someone. And that's how we will verify your numbers. Baggers, you will need to have your cashiers do one of 2 things. They can just keep a tally for you, keto, and just, mark every time you take out do a carry out. That's probably the easiest way, but if you want to have the cashiers print out a receipt every time you do a carry out, that's okay too. And let me just clarify for the baggers, it does not have to be a carry out for somebody who bought a bag. It is any carry out that you do between November the 1st and November the 25th that will count towards your prizes. Office associates, they say they don't have the opportunity to sell as many. That's not really, this is a myth. Actually, many of our office associates are among the company's best sellers. Plus, right now, you're not doing a lot as far as bill pay and those kind of things. So you do have the time to sell bags. Small stores cannot compete with the larger stores. And that is a myth. Bland has won the Golden Gobbler twice. They are a small store. And then larger stores say they can't compete with the smaller store. But let me tell you the key to all of this, which is on the next page, a fact. We lose most of our sales during the evening shift. The reason that Bland is so successful is because their entire team comes together and they sell. Day shift, night shift, weekend, doesn't matter. They're always selling to their customers. They're a super small store and they bring out some really great numbers. The larger stores, Princeton, Crossroads, Bluewell, Green Valley, you guys really lose a lot of sales during the evening shift. So we really need your closing manager just to keep an eye on everybody, make sure they're asking, and that will bring your sales up. 90% of your customers already know what this is. We've been doing it for years. WVA will be doing promotions throughout the 20 days of giving, so they'll also see it on television. And again, we advertise in our weekly sales ad. We have it on all our social media, so people will know what you're talking about. Let's blow up Facebook. Our customers love to see your pics on Facebook, and we really haven't been doing a lot of that lately. So if somebody does something great, send me a pic. I'll put it on Facebook. If they sell 25 bags in one day, hey, send me a pic. Let's just really get our Facebook community involved. Each store gets a 20 days of giving kit. It'll have a poster to record your sales with your 2020 goal, signs for your register. The incentive information that you're not going to remember after this video will be available in the office. I've made buttons that say, ask me about the 20 days of giving. I have flyers with your charity information for your doors. And then I have tally cards for each cashier and bagger to keep up with their sales. So let's just review. Customers purchase gift bags filled with non-perishable foods for $5. Bags can be purchased on an EBT card. Bags are distributed at local food pantries throughout the 20 days. And again, these bags stay in your communities. That is so important to remember because again, customers are going to ask, where are these bags going? Ask every customer every time. Have fun. This is a great thing. You're helping people. It's a great cause. So have fun with it. Good luck to you. I hope you win lots and lots of prizes. But again, let's just remember, people really can use our help this year. Let me go back so it's not so dark. Also remember to wear your mask and wash your hands. I know that everybody is kind of getting fatigued from the whole, dare I say it, virus. But we can't let our guard down. It's still out there. So please make sure that you are doing everything in your power to keep from getting it. Thank you guys for listening. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And I hope I get to see you soon. I miss you. Have a great day, guys.